Hey, you guys, what's going on? It's your girl Roxy here. I'm so excited to have you guys on board today on my live chat. So today I want to talk to you guys about cardio. Now, cardio is probably one of the things that I get the most questions on when it comes to what you should be doing when it, comes to fat loss, how much you should be doing, and what the heck the true story is. So let's go ahead and set this record straight. Now, I have a gripe with some of you guys. Some of y'all are still doing a ton of cardio, thinking that it's gonna get you this magical result, and kind of shooting yourself in the foot in the process. Now, before I go off with anything else on this topic, there is one caveat I've got to share with you and be completely honest about. You are never going to see any changes in your body unless you get your diet right. You have to, number one, be eating in a deficit, and just in general, be following a nutrition program that works for you. So without that, none of this stuff is going to matter. Get your diet together, then you can rock and roll. So let's talk, darling. Let's talk. Now, I personally like to try to keep cardio to a minimum when I'm working with any of my clients, whether they're in-person clients or they're my online coaching clients. And the reason why is because cardio is simply a tool in the toolbox. To me, if you're spending like 60 to 90 minutes every single time you hit the gym doing cardio, I mean, you're doing way too much. Like, what the heck does your diet look like if you have to do that much to see a result in your body? And then how in the heck do you have time to weight train? So having a more balanced approach when it comes to your training is the number one way to start seeing better results from what you're doing. Listen, guys, you want to work smarter, not just working harder and not just working longer. There comes a point of diminishing returns where you have to start pushing the intensity because working out even longer doesn't even make any sense. So let's talk about how you can actually do less cardio but still see some results. Now, to me, there isn't a better way as far as the protocols that you use when it comes to your cardio setup. Now, I like to pull from different avenues. So steady state does have its place, interval training does have its place, and so does HIIT training. Now, when it comes to your steady state cardio, I personally love doing it, and I love giving it to my clients as well, because you can't always be doing intervals all the time and think that you're gonna not beat up the body and not burn out your adrenals. So steady state cardio, when you guys are hitting that, why don't you go ahead, those of you especially that are doing like 60 to 90 minutes a day, I'm gonna challenge you for a minute. Take the duration down. Focus on getting about maybe 20 to 30 minutes tops. But during that time, I want you to push that intensity. I am a big proponent for wearing a heart rate monitor. In fact, I do ask every single one of my clients to wear a heart rate monitor when they train. And now, instead of focusing on trying to be on that machine or wherever you are for hours, you're gonna focus on in that 20 to 30 minute window to push your intensity as high as you can. So, on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10, okay, for those of you that are not wearing a heart rate monitor, maybe you want to apply this information right now. Scale of 10, 10 is the hardest, 1 is the easiest. I want that workout to feel like an 8, a solid 8. So if you're wearing your heart rate monitor, we'd say you'd probably be around about 80% of your max heart rate. That's gonna make it feel like you are really training hard, you guys. Like, you shouldn't be able to hold a conversation. You shouldn't be able to sit and read a book. You shouldn't be able to watch TV and really pay attention. Put that music on and jam away. But on a scale of 10, it should feel like an 8, like it's really challenging you. Now, the next type of cardio that I want you to include in your programming is interval training, okay? So with your intervals, I like a very basic setup. 1 minute work intensity, 1 minute to recover. Nice and balanced. You can do that on any machine, from the elliptical to the treadmill to the bike to the step mill to the arc trainer to the row machine. You can even do it outside running. You can do it on stairs, wherever you want. But the most important thing is to be pushing that intensity during that 1 minute time period. So for this, on a scale of 10, I want this to feel like an 8 to 9. So if you're using your heart rate monitor, make it feel like about an 80, it should feel like maybe 80 to 85% of your max heart rate. So it's really getting you up there and it's really getting you going. You're gonna hold that for 1 minute and then you're gonna recover for 1 minute. And you only have to do about maybe 20 to 30 minutes of that tops. Remember, when paired with a great diet that is working towards fat loss, along with your weight training, because you will burn some calories there too, you should still see your body responding beautifully without having to spend all that time doing cardio. I mean, gosh, it's so boring, right? You can be doing better things with your time. Now, there's one more form of cardio that I definitely want you to start incorporating, and that's HIIT training. You knew that I was gonna say that, but let me tell you something. Some of y'all ain't really doing HIIT. Okay, you're calling it HIIT, but it ain't really HIIT. Let's talk about what real HIIT is. So real HIIT cardio is based on really the energy systems of the body. Now, I'm not going to get too sciencey with you right now, and I'm not going to break it down right now, but think about this. When it comes to the actual work intervals, you should only be able to do about maybe 20 seconds maximum, because that is how hard you're working. Because if you do any more than that work-wise, your body moves into a different energy system. And then you're no longer in traditional HIIT as it should be. And another thing to consider, if you're doing more than 20 minutes of HIIT, honey, I know you ain't doing HIIT. You are doing regular intervals and you need to pick it up. Because again, it's about energy systems of the body. Without getting too sciencey, we're just gonna leave it at that. I'll post a link to an article where I did write a little bit more about that for you guys in the comments below, and you can go ahead and read that later. So, HIIT training, 20 seconds, balls to the wall. On a scale of 10, it should feel like a 9 to 10. No, you know what? On a scale of 10, it should feel like a 10 to 11. It's pushing you that much. Okay, so it's really, really hard. If you're wearing your heart rate monitor, I want that baby 85, 87% of your max heart rate. So I'm not talking about some baby stuff, guys. Get yourself working and see your body take off, okay? So 20 minutes tops is great. I like to do that on the treadmill, and I like to do it on the bike as well. This is great stuff to do also outside running if you don't have the luxury of having a machine. So if you combine those 3 types of cardio and you mix them up, I'll even do stuff where, let's say I might have a client do about 20 minutes of HIIT training, followed by maybe 10 minutes of just, steady state cardio at that high intensity, and they'll still see their bodies taking off. They'll still see their bodies changing. You can break it up and do maybe 15 minutes of interval, followed by 10 minutes of HIIT. Or you can do it for the full duration of whatever cardio duration that you decide to do. Whatever it is, guys, mix it up. You don't have to be boring. You get to have fun. You get to enjoy this process. And most of all, you get to see your body change with amazing results. So that's my tips today for how to do less cardio and still see great results, still see changes in your body. Listen, guys, if you have questions or comments about this topic, let's discuss. Post it down below in the comment section so we can go ahead and, touch base and see what your thoughts are. I love to hear your thoughts. If you know anyone who needs to listen to this, we all know some cardio bunnies, go ahead and tag them and share this video on your profile so we can start to spread some real scientific information about fitness and what really, really works. And if you want some more advice and stay connected with me, you have 2 ways to do so. You can go ahead and click the sign up button on my profile to get my free ebook, where at this moment, I think I have an ab ebook ready for you guys to download for free. And then you can also go to the comment section below and click for my other free ebook, The Ultimate 4, where I have some great advice that you can actually apply right now. So that's it, guys. Mwah! I love y'all. I thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye, toodles.